it behoves me to welcome and to acknowledge, as I've been bestowed with the responsibility to coxswain this item, the following persona, the following personhood, the following personality. Allow me in the tight time schedule to acknowledge the Royal Council of the Mpuna Royal Council. You may not even raise up your hand because of time. The Indunas, councillors, pastors, SGP chairpersons, RCL presidents, parents of our learners, grade 12 learners who are here, principals of our schools, educators, our sponsors, and also let me welcome the person standing here before you, a person who is talking right now, an assistant director for governance attached to our circuit. Allow me also to acknowledge the presence of our circuit manager, Mrs. Manzini SD. May you raise up your hand, please? Thank you. May I also recognize the presence of our district director, Memotika PP Mopani West. May you raise up your hand, please? And also to acknowledge the presence of our guest speaker. He will be introduced at a later stage. And also all of you present here. Before I say thank you or before I sit down, if you have time, go and read Matthew 10, verse 16. It talks about, or it says, "Behold ye be kind like doves, and be wise like a snake." Why should we be wise like a snake? A snake which has been initially cursed by the Almighty God in the Garden of Eden. There are 10 things that I've learned from a snake, but allow me to share only 5 with you. 5 lessons from a snake. 1, a snake is crippled, but it doesn't complain. It has got a mouth with a tongue, eyes without eyelids, no limbs, but it doesn't complain. Our kids, learners, stop complaining about lack of water, stop complaining about load shedding, stop complaining about everything. Stop complaining about things that you can't change. Stop complaining about the rising of the sun and the setting of the sun. There is nothing you can do. Number 2, a snake is hated by almost everyone, but it keeps on living. Boys and girls, people will hate you. Sometimes even your relatives, after you shall have obtained your distinctions at the end of the year. Because they have already rated you, because they have already said you won't make it. Don't worry. Number 3, the power of a snake is in its mouth and a tongue. What is a lesson? Everything you say with your own mouth, if you say I can't, really you can't. If you say I can, really you can. Remember, you are the only person with whom you spend the most of the time with, 24/7. If you say you cannot, really you cannot. Stop negative talk about yourself. Say always you can and really you can. The power is in your mouth. Number 4, a snake swallows big praise or big things. Rats, rodents, even human beings. You will swallow big things. And don't worry about your physical appearance. Don't worry about your grade. Don't worry about your family background. Your future is better than your background. Don't worry about that. Number 5, a snake attacks those who come close to it. I also attack those who attack me. You will attack those who said or those who are saying presently that you won't make it. And by so saying, say to them at the end of the day that tomorrow the sun will shine and tomorrow will be better than today. In conclusion, there is a slogan or a motto in one of our schools. Mafarana Second Gabaza Primary School has got its own slogan. I like that motto. It's a Latin motto. It says, Aide-toi, like said, Aide-toi. Gabaza Primary School. Aide is aid, Toit is God, Lyset is help. Help yourself, God is also going to help you. Bapusha late pusha, o tempora o mores. I rest my case being my name.